Meghan Markle is once again facing intense scrutiny, and this time, the allegations are more shocking than ever. Renowned royal biographer Tom Bower has come forward with claims that Meghan may have faked both of her pregnancies. If these allegations hold any weight, we could be looking at one of the biggest scandals in royal history, and it could further damage Meghan's already fragile reputation. For years, whispers and conspiracy theories have circulated regarding Meghan's pregnancies. Many people have pointed out what they see as inconsistencies, changes in the size of her baby bump, her awkward movements, and those distinct fashion choices that seemed less about comfort and more about creating an image. Critics have particularly zeroed in on her pregnancy with Archie. They argue that the dramatic variations in her bump size between public appearances were highly suspicious, with some even suggesting she wore a prosthetic belly. This theory gained traction when footage surfaced, showing what seemed to be an unusual change in her belly when she bent down. Moments like that left many questioning what was really going on behind the scenes. Now, with Tom Bower alleging he's gathered convincing evidence to either confirm or debunk these theories, the stakes are higher than ever. His findings reportedly include insider testimonies from individuals who worked closely with Meghan during her pregnancies. According to some sources, staff members were instructed to avoid touching or questioning anything related to her belly. That's a pretty odd request for anyone to make, especially when you consider the context. What are they trying to hide? Others have raised concerns about the unusual secrecy surrounding her medical records during her deliveries. Unlike previous royal births, where we usually see official hospital appearances and confirmations from medical staff, Meghan's situation was shrouded in a cloud of mystery. There was no transparent documentation of the birth process, which is downright strange. Let's not forget the birth of Lilibet. The Sussexes announced her arrival in California, but many people found it odd that there was no solid proof of Meghan being pregnant. Just heavily edited photos and vague statements from the couple. If Meghan truly gave birth, why all the excessive secrecy? Why not provide genuine public proof? These questions linger and only grow more pressing as more details emerge, fueling the controversy further. As if that wasn't enough, Meghan's evolving narratives have complicated matters even more. She has a history of providing inconsistent accounts about her experiences during pregnancy and her interactions with the royal family at that time. Her seemingly exaggerated claims and her knack for influencing public perception lead many to question the credibility of her statements. Could it be possible that Meghan fabricated details regarding her pregnancies as part of an elaborate strategy to enhance her status within the royal family? It's an unsettling notion that many find difficult to dismiss. Of course, Meghan's supporters are quick to label these allegations as unfounded conspiracy theories. They see it as yet another effort to undermine her. But let's be real for a second. When someone of Tom Bower's stature uncovers new evidence, it demands attention. If his discoveries hold any truth, it suggests that Meghan could be behind one of the most intricate deceptions in royal history. Just imagine how a revelation like that would change the public's perception of her. The pressing issue now is whether the full truth will ever come to light. Will Meghan and Harry maintain their carefully constructed narrative, or will the weight of these allegations force them to confront the reality of their situation? It's a gripping scenario that keeps unfolding, and every new detail adds another layer of intrigue. The public is ravenous for answers. The royal family has always been a focal point of fascination, and Meghan's entry into that world has only amplified the scrutiny. People want to know if they've been deceived, and if so, to what extent. The implications of these allegations extend far beyond Meghan and Harry. They touch on the very essence of what it means to be a member of the royal family and how they manage their image in the public eye. This isn't just about Meghan's reputation, it's about trust. The monarchy relies on a certain level of credibility and respect from the public, and any hint of deception can erode that trust. What happens next in this unfolding drama could change everything. As we watch this saga play out, one thing is clear: the world is captivated, and the stakes have never been higher. As more details emerge, the narrative surrounding Meghan continues to shift. Critics argue that her actions and statements often seem calculated to manipulate public perception. There's a growing sentiment that Meghan is not just a victim of circumstance, but rather someone who has strategically crafted her persona and narrative to fit her ambitions. Whether it's through interviews, public appearances, or social media posts, she seems to be constantly curating an image that resonates with her audience. And let's talk about the media portrayal of Meghan. On one hand, she is celebrated as a modern woman breaking barriers and challenging traditional norms. On the other hand, she faces relentless criticism and skepticism. The duality of her image has created a polarized public opinion, with some viewing her as a trailblazer and others seeing her as a manipulative figure. This dichotomy only adds to the complexity of the situation. Moreover, The royal family itself has been left to navigate these turbulent waters. How they respond to these allegations, if at all, will be crucial. Will they remain silent, allowing the speculation to continue, or will they take a stand and address the claims head-on? The choice they make could set a precedent for how the monarchy interacts with the media and the public in the future. As we continue to dissect this developing story, it's important to remember that the truth often lies somewhere in the middle. While Bower's claims may hold merit, we must also consider the possibility that Meghan is indeed telling her truth, even if it differs from public expectations. The complexity of this situation highlights the challenges of being in the public eye and the scrutiny that comes with it. In conclusion, whether or not Meghan faked her pregnancies remains to be seen, but the allegations have undoubtedly sparked a firestorm of debate and discussion. As the world watches, the question remains: will the truth come out, or will Meghan and Harry continue to navigate the murky waters of public perception? One thing is for sure, the unfolding drama surrounding Meghan Markle is far from over, and the public will be watching closely for any new revelations that might surface. The saga continues, and we are all here for the ride.